Hi, I'm Cara at Instant Chance Chats, and I'm going to tell you about the I-Believe from Your Buggy shop. You have to excuse the noise because there is never not a child in the house, so at the moment we have Deacon at home, but he's also going to be my model later. So, okay, the I-Believe is £245, which is a budget stroller on a high-end scale. We have been reviewing it now for about 6 to 8 weeks, and we've used it with Addison, Grayson and Deacon. So age ranges from 5 to 1, sorry. We both actually really like it. We like the fact that it's plain black, but they all come with a coloured hood. We chose the green. I believe there's 6 or 7 colours. And the great thing is you can literally change the hood in a matter of literally 2 minutes and buy an additional coloured hood to go with it, which I really like because it means when my mood gets changes and I don't like the green, I can buy a new hood and change it. So I want to show you features we like about the pushchair, and there's a couple of things that we would like to change if we had designed it ourselves. So the first thing that we'd like, if I turn it round, is the handle height. So it's adjustable by the camera. Okay, so 2 buttons and you push them together. So that's the lowest height, which is great because when we pick Grace up from school, or I'm pushing and I've got Addie walking, we ask her to hold on to the pushchair, which we also ask her to hold on to the safety strap sometimes too. But it's great because it's the right height for her to do that. But it's also good because it goes right up to this height, which I'm only just under 5'2", so that seems quite tall. But because I have a bad back, I like to push it high. But Ashley is actually 6'1", 6'2", so he likes to have it quite high to push. I think he has it here for a comfortable position. While we're here, is the foot brake, which is a bar that goes all the way across and has actually 2 clicking points, so you can do either side, but you can also do the middle. It is honestly one of the best brakes I've seen on a pushchair. If Ashley comes in, this is the actual shopping basket. If you ask me my top 5 things on a pushchair that I look for, one of the top 5 is the size of the shopping basket, because I have 3 children, so I'm always carrying tons of stuff and I like to shop. So I think it's easier to have a nice big shopping basket. One of the I-Believe points is the size of the shopping basket, which is really generous size. It's not a complaint, but if I had a choice, I would have made it slightly deeper, because the only thing is where these are quite soft, every so often things can push and nearly come out of the pushchair, which is obviously slightly worrying because I would probably lose stuff without realising it. So the pushchair can be parent or forward facing. At the moment it's in forward facing. It has 3 recline positions, which I'm going to show you. This is my only other bugbear at the pushchair. I find it a little bit difficult, but then I have sort of arthritis in my hands, so I find these hard. Ashley doesn't tend to find this as hard, do you? No. So you just push the 2 buttons in and you push, and I do like that it goes to complete lie flat. If I turn that you can see it. A complete lie flat position. Or wait, they don't call it lie flat because that's like a pram, but it's a complete fully reclined position. The good thing about this pushchair is the seat depth is massive. So when Deacon's in it, he literally doesn't even feel the seat. So for example, Addie, who's 3, still has room. She even has room to fit her toys side by side, which pleases her massively. Really like this because when they're sleeping, they are completely lied back and they like that. But because it's a tilt, I don't personally overly like pushchairs that lean back. I prefer tilt. And it also has, obviously, sit right up and a medium ground. Put that to sit up. And then I will show you it in parent facing. So it's got 2 little buttons, which I'm not doing very well. You lift off, and it's a simple case of getting them in the hole and turning it round, and then it's parent facing. I must say, for me, I like high ride pushchairs, and I actually think this is quite a decent height. If I was to design a pushchair, sorry, Deacon's really talking very loudly over Mummy now, I would have a slightly higher ride height because I have a bad back, and Ashley has a bad back. But in all honesty, this ride height is better than most standard pushchairs that I've seen. It also has, obviously, the toy bar, or grip bar, I don't know what they're called in technical terms, which is completely removable. as so, or you can actually remove just one side and it swivels down, which I really like. I think that's a really clever design. Some of the pushchairs don't do that, and I have actually lost a bar before because I put it down on the floor to get the child out and then forgotten to pick it up. So with this one I can turn it round and I can get the baby out and I don't have to lose the bar. So it's a really perfect size, and so I can pull it off while they're still in the seat and just whack a toy on for Deacon. When we go out, because we tend to go out for a whole day, Deacon tends to have about 10 toys across here because he likes his toys. All of the pushchair has reflective strips on, so if you're out and about walking at night, to car lights, which is quite clever. My only thing I, as a parent, didn't overly like about the pushchair, but it doesn't, I'll show you when Deacon's in a minute, it's not a massive problem, is instead of having adjustable straps, so most pushchairs have a couple of settings, I think it's either 2, maybe 3, so as a child grows you unthread them and you push them back through. The I-Believes are actually sewn in place. I don't know if you can properly see that. So what it means is, okay, they're perfect height for Addy, although Addy doesn't tend to wear top straps on a pushchair. But for Deacon they're quite high up, I'll show you in a second. But I suppose the only advantage is because of the protective guards, it doesn't actually seem to bother him. He actually really likes sitting in this pushchair, so it doesn't overly concern me, it's just a personal preference. It does have really good adjustable sizes to the straps though, and the harness is very good. It's a 5-point harness, easy to go in, easy to go out. I don't have problems clipping it in and out, which I quite like. And if Ashley comes a bit closer, I'm going to show you one of the things I do really like about this pushchair for adjustability is the fact that all you have to do is press one of these buttons and it goes to any, like, in and out. It's so easily adjustable, it's so quick. It's just perfect when you have different age children that you're putting in and out of a pushchair, because for me that sometimes can be a bit of a nightmare. The foot plate is fits in place foot plate, but it's a generous size. I mean, Addie is a standard 3-year-old size and she fits in it, but it is a good size. If personal preference, I prefer them when they move. It's just a thing, but this is a budget pushchair, and for a budget pushchair this is excellent quality. You have 2 air-filled tyres on the back. I actually have only ever had one air-filled tyre before. I've never seen the, I suppose, benefit of them. But where we live now, we live literally on the edge of a city and farm. So, in all honesty, the air-filled tyres have come in quite good use, because some of our pushchairs that don't have them have the children sort of shake around and you shake as you push them. With the I-Believe, I honestly haven't noticed that. We've walked with it to the ducks. We've walked on the farm that we live on, and it's not had any problems whatsoever. The front also has lockable front wheels. It's not something I've ever had to use. I think it's just for when you want to rock a child, but we've never had to use that. It also, so they lock, I don't know if I can do it now because I'm on it, but there, that one's locked there. And they also all pop off very, very easily, so that when you put the pushchair in the car, if basically you haven't got a big boot, I mean, it's not an issue for us because we have a big 7-seater, but they do come off so that it folds quite flat. On the subject of folding, the I-Believe is actually really rare because it's a really strange pushchair. It's a 2-piece pushchair, but it can actually fold as 1 or fold as 2, so it's your personal preference. I'm going to fold it as 1. I think it folds better as 1 when it's forward facing. I can't remember which way around it is. But it's simple, you just put the brake on. There's a red, oh, there's a child in the camera. You can go in a minute, Deeks. There's a red safety clip here which keeps the pushchair in place. Can you see that? You just flick that over. And then even for short arm people like me, it's really simple. Lift these 2 levers up. Oh, it's because you need to lie the pushchair down flat. Sorry, so lift the pushchair up and push down. Now that looks big. Honestly, it fits in our car fine. If you wanted to make it smaller, you literally just need to take to push the two bars, take the seat off. Obviously it goes really flat. If you wanted it even flatter, take the big wheels off, and then you can push the seat inside and make it flat. It looks big, but honestly, we have, I don't want to say how many pushchairs, but at least 5. And I would say it's as big as any of them, isn't it, really, Ash? Other than the really sort of compact, we have one compact stroller, and possibly an umbrella stroller. It's not big. Shall we get you in the pushchair so you can show everybody what you look like? Alright, let go. So to put it up, it's a case of simply lifting, simple, pushing the red clip down, and it's done. And I will show you it in forward facing. Put the seat on. Let's adjust it. Can we get in the pushchair, Deacon? Show everybody the pushchair. Okay. Come on then. Deacon loves pushchairs. He's a good child for his mummy. Okay. One arm in. 2 arms in. So case of just clip, clip. I've just pulled that tight when I was showing you. So literally loosen it a bit and then pull it to the, so I don't like my kids ridiculously tighten it. I don't know if you can come in, Ash, or as you can see. As you can see, Deacon literally has, I would say, at least 2 inches either side of him. And as you can see, his seat depth is at least, I don't know, what's that, another 4 inches of growth through him. Obviously, he's nowhere near the footrest, but he's always really comfy. And you're comfy. There you go, should we put your toy back on? Comfy in the pushchair. I don't know if you can see what I mean about, obviously, there is a couple of inches between Deacon's shoulder and the top of the strap. But, as I said, we push those up, and he has honestly never complained about being on, you know, them cutting into him. He's never had a mark or anything. He seems happy enough. He's very safe and secure in the pushchair. He likes that all his toys are at the right height. And he also likes to grab the bar quite frequently. And I think you'd agree, he looks very, very comfy. There you go. You've shown what Mummy said. You grab him. He says, I want to get up. I'm going to stand up. Deacon likes to try and stand up at the moment. Should we have a push? So everybody can see you in it. And take the brake off. There we go. Whee. I suppose the last thing I love about this pushchair, other than I think it is really good value for money at $245, is the hood. Because I don't know if any of you find that a lot of standard buggies, the hoods in the summer, come over and the sun just directly hits the baby's eyes. It sort of covers the top parts of their head. This pushchair has a really long hood. So even just standard hood, it comes over. If I turn it to the side, you can see. And when we're out and about, Deacon's face is really covered. But if the sun is to get even more, there is an additional pull down, which I don't know if you can see, but I don't suppose you can even see Deacon's face from there. It literally covers the whole of him. Because I tend to use a muslin over the kids in the summer if they're asleep to protect them from the sun. I have not honestly had to use that other than on Deacon's toes sometimes, because Deacon has as you can see, an issue with socks to protect him from the sun. Deacon sleeps in this pushchair really, really well. You'll see pictures on the review of how it always works its sleepy dust magic on Deacon, doesn't it? But all in all, I think you can agree for £245, it looks like some of the other brands pushchairs, and I think, to be honest, you'd be hard pushed to tell when out and about that it's not the same as some of the more expensive pushchairs. On top of all that, for £245, not only do you get the pushchair, you get the rain cover. Let's just put the brake on that. You also get the cozy toe, which is really nice. It's completely lined, and it's a case of it simply, and it goes right over the bottom of the pushchair, so it can't fall off. Comes up and hooks. Oh, have I pulled that up? No, hooks over, and it's got these little things to hook it in, toggles. This works really well because I had this out. I had Deacon out in it the other day. We hadn't had to use this until the other day when we had some really cold weather. And I always give Deacon, if we're out for a long day, he has a ton of toys in there, and he kept dropping the toys. And because this is sealed right up to here, they all just fell in here, and I didn't lose a toy, which is really nice because I'm always losing toys with the kids. And it's fully machine washable, which any parent knows, bonus. And then you also get the I-Believe changing bag, which, sorry, Deacon's escaping to do naughty things. Thank you, Deacon. I-Believe changing bag, which is a really, really good size, long strap. The mister doesn't even mind this one because it's plain black and it's not shiny silver or lovely cream or pink like my other ones. Comes with two. I'm just going to quickly, we've literally just been out for the morning for Deacon's developmental check and for a bit of shopping. So I'm going to show you what I had in it today, and it's plenty big enough. So in the front, there's pockets for things like my gum, my tissues. Inside, I don't know if you can see. So we actually have the rain cover inside, still wrapped up because we've not actually had to use the rain cover, but obviously it comes with a rain cover. It has 3 pockets. One I use now for Deacon's water, one for nappies, one for wipes. There's plenty of room for my purse in there. There's odd receipts and everything. There's, oh God, countless numbers of bibs. There's also a back pocket for the changing mat. We've got Deacon's red book in there, some breadsticks, more bibs, and even a change of clothes. And as you can see, that all fits in there. And honestly, I had a jar of food in there. There is spoons in there somewhere at the bottom. I usually have my camera, my phone. I usually have a couple of toys, kitchen sink, whatever else I can fit in a changing bag because I either like to carry things. And the last thing about this changing bag, which I think is really clever, when you put it onto the pushchair, it has a popper system, which means you popper it around the handlebars, so then it's not too low that it bangs in the floor. And it also doesn't move, stays in place. Someone, if they came up and tried to steal it, they're not going to be able to whack it off your pushchair very quickly. It just holds it brilliantly. So I think that's really showing you the I-Believe Pushchair. I will put the links for all, obviously, the website and everything. It can be used also from newborn. It comes with carry cot attachment and a pram attachment. It's a nice looking pushchair. I mean, I love pushchairs. This is actually, honestly, is it your favourite or one of your favourites that we've ever had? He's nodding. He's not answering. One of. We've had a few. And he actually likes this one best for the reason he loves the handle height, he loves the brake, he likes the fact that it's quite manly looking, I guess. And he likes how stable it is because we do go off-road quite a great deal. So there is the I-Believe. I do recommend looking at the website. There is a bright pink hood, a bright blue, a bright yellow, a white, a black. I think that's all the colours. We went for green because it's unisex. And you never know what baby we may have next.